This is Miss Lawrence, and today we are going to learn about 3 forms of linear functions. This is video 1 in 3 videos, and today we're going to talk about the 3 different forms and more specifically slope-intercept form. What I would like you to do first is to go into your notes to the KWL chart, and I want you to pause the video and take a few minutes to say what you know about linear functions, what you want to know about linear functions. Pause the video and fill out the chart. Now that you've done that, you should have some things in the what you know portion of the video, like slope, the x-axis, the y-axis, intercepts, and y equals mx plus b, which is slope-intercept form, and you've used this before. Okay. What you want to know, hopefully you have some things like graphing, what are the forms, and when to use each form, and that you want to learn how to put it to word problems and real life. These are all going to be some of the things that we're going to be learning. Okay. So today and within the next few videos, you're going to learn about slope-intercept form, point-slope form, and standard form. All 3 of these are very different, but they're all for the same thing, linear equations. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. This is a form that you used in 7th and 8th grade a lot. It basically needs the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, when do we use it? We use it a lot when we're graphing a line. What is it? It's y and x remain variables that continue to change and have a linear relationship between them. M is the slope, and that tells us how x and y are moving in relation to each other. And b is the y-intercept, or where the line crosses the y-axis. How do we use it? Well, to graph, we would start at the y-intercept, and then the slope is our directions. To write the equation for the line, we need a number for our b, our y-intercept, and we need a number for our m, our slope. So here's an example problem. We're going to write an equation in slope-intercept form, or y equals mx plus b. We're going to find the equation of a straight line that has a slope of m equals 4 and passes through the point -1, -6. So our slope, or our m, is 4, and we have a point -1, -6. This is our x, and this is our y. Okay, so we have an m, we need a b. Do we have b? A lot of you might be saying, yes, we have a b, it's -6, but it's not. In order for this to be a b, the x point would have to be 0. That's what would make it a y-intercept. So we have an m, we have an x, we have a y. We need to use those to find b. Okay, so our m is 4, our x is -1, our y is -6. We're going to use y equals mx, and that's m multiplied by the x, plus b to find b. We have numbers to plug in for everything except b. So we're going to plug in all our numbers, and then we're going to solve the equation for b. So our y is -6. Our m is 4. Our x is -1. And again, they're getting multiplied, so I'm using parentheses. And then plus b. So we end up getting that -6 is equal to -4 plus b. When we solve that equation, we'd add 4 to both sides, and we'll end up with b equals -2. Okay, so now we have an m, and we have a b, and we can write our equation y is equal to the slope, which is 4, or m, times x, plus b, which is -2, so we'll just write -2. So this line We'd start at the y-axis at -2, and then to get to the next point, we'd go up 4 and to the right 1. The next problem. Determine the slope and the y-intercept of 2x minus 7y equals 21. In order to say what the slope and the y-intercept is, we have to solve the equation for y. Y has to be by itself. Right now it's not. Right now we have a positive 2x and we're multiplying the y by a -7. So the first thing we have to do is subtract 2x from both sides because we have to move it. So that's what I'm going to do, is subtract 2x from both sides of my equation. Okay, so I will end up with -7y is equal to -2x plus 21. Okay, but now I want the y by itself, so I need to divide everything by -7. So I end up with y is equal to 2/7 times x minus 3. And that's because when I divide -2 by -7, I get a positive 2/7. When I divide positive 21 by -7, I get a -3. So my m is the number that's next to the x, or my slope, and it's 2/7. And my b is right here, and it's -3. So if I were to graph this, I would start at -3 and go up 2 and to the right 7. Okay, you've now learned about slope-intercept form. So tomorrow when you come into class, I want you to come with the notes completed and the example problems completed, and we'll be working on problems in class together. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.